So what will you do then with that job maker money? Will it be reallocated in the upcoming budget?
Well, we'll have more to say about that on budget night, as you would expect. But our support for the economy and for moving people from unemployment into work, as well as skilling people up for the jobs of today and tomorrow, will all be contained in budget. And I don't want to give away any secrets right now.
I want to talk to you about the international border. Yesterday, the Prime Minister said that Australians still stranded overseas who are properly vaccinated could return home via quarantine and potentially opening that international border for business trips. Have you got a timeline of this yet?
Well, it's still very early days. What the Prime Minister was referring to, the possibilities that could present into the future with the rollout of the vaccine. And he rightly also pointed out that we'd continue to take the medical advice. And that is why we haven't opened up our international borders just yet. But if we can find a way to bring more people back into the country and allow Australians to go overseas for essential business based on the medical advice, we will do so. And now that the National Cabinet will be meeting more frequently, these are the type of issues that they'll no doubt discuss, as well as the rollout of the vaccine.
Qantas boss Alan Joyce said that he expects that government support will continue post-October if international flights remain grounded. Will it continue, Treasurer?
Well, I'm not going to get into the game of ruling in, ruling out, but what I can say is that we've been very strong supporters of the aviation and tourism sector. We just announced the $1.2 billion program, which will see 800,000 half-price airfares, airfares that are now selling like hotcakes. And that is a very good sign, not just for the aviation industry, but for jobs on the ground in the tourism sector. And we know that there are long supply chains in the tourism sector, be they accommodation, be they the tourism operators, be they those who work in the aviation sector as well in the hospitality sector. So we'll continue to support that sector as a result of the challenges that they face with the international border closures. But what Alan Joyce has said to me in the past is that state border closures can be very damaging for the tourism sector and for the aviation sector. And he cancelled 1,500 flights into Queensland alone in the month of January. They were flights that would have otherwise gone into Cairns or gone into Hamilton Island or gone into Brisbane or the Gold Coast. And we want those flights to continue, and that's why we need our state borders to remain open, and that's why we're very focused on successfully suppressing the virus as Australia has done to date.
Treasurer Josh Frydenberg, thank you for joining me this morning.
My pleasure.